guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to achieve this full face glamorous look using only affordable products.
The world in our sight, and I know together we'll be alright. And you see, forever we will go.
So to get started, I'm going to be using this Kiko Full Coverage Concealer as my eye primer. This just has a very similar feel to the Soft Ochre Paint Pot from MAC. The only difference is that it doesn't dry as much, so I am going to be setting this with a powder, and I'm just using a translucent powder and just using a setting brush just to go over it to prevent any creasing. Then to start with my first transition shade, I'm going to be taking this Bourjois Chocolate Bronzer and start by applying this into the crease, because this will just give us that really nice warm transition shade that a normal matte eyeshadow can give us. Next, I'm going to be taking the Sleek Contour Kit in medium and just start to use this as a deeper brown shade to use within the crease. This will just slightly deepen it and prepare the eye for the smokiness that we're going to apply, and then I'm just going to go back into that previous brush and just make sure that it is very well blended. Go back into this colour as many times as you need to make sure that it is as pigmented as possible. Next, I'm just going to be taking a Q-tip and some makeup remover and just cleaning up the edge to make it look a lot neater. And then I am taking the Maybelline Lasting Drama eyeliner in the brown shade and just using my finger to blend this all over my lid. And this is just going to give us that really nice smoky effect. And then I'm just taking a synthetic brush and just blending this colour into the crease. As you can see, I'm just applying a very small amount of this and just using this to blend it into the crease. Make sure you're using a synthetic brush, because this will just blend a lot easier than a natural hair brush. Then I'm just taking this Kiko Colour Sphere eyeshadow and just patting this all over my lid, just patting this on top of the eyeliner to create a really nice glistening effect. And then I'm just going back into that blending brush to make sure everything is blended out. Then I'm going to be taking this Barry M pigment and just highlighting my inner corner to open up my eyes, so the inner corner will just be nice and bright, which will make the eyes look nice and open. Next, I'm going to be taking the L'Oreal Super Slim eyeliner and just start to do a really nice wing. I wanted to go for something very feline-like because this whole look is very cat eye-ish, so I really wanted to make sure that the wing was very nice and elongated. If you guys do want to see an in-depth video of how I do my eyeliner, I will link that into the description box. Then I'm just applying my lashes. These are the 47 lashes by Red Cherry, and I'm just applying these onto my lash line to create some extra drama. Next, for my face, I'm going to be using the Maybelline Baby Skin Primer and just be applying this all over my skin to fill in any pores and to go into all them little fine lines, and this will just make my skin look nice and smooth. And then next, for my foundation, I'm using the L'Oreal Infallible Matte Foundation. This is the 24-hour one, and this is the first time I actually used this foundation, and to be honest with you, I would moisturize my face a lot more because it was very drying. So if you have dry skin, this probably isn't the best foundation for you, because I don't have very dry skin and it was picking up a lot of my dry skin. Apart from that, it was very flawless, and I did like the way it blended in after using my Real Techniques Miracle Complexion Sponge, and I always use this damp, so I've just dampened my sponge and I'm just blending this all into my skin, and this actually is a really nice foundation, so I'm going to kind of experiment with it and just see what works best with this, maybe using a different primer so that it doesn't look that dry, but throughout the day it did look quite dry, so I just thought I'd give you a little mini first impression of that. Next, I'm going to be highlighting my under eyes with my Maybelline Fit Me Concealer and just going right underneath the eyes and just making sure to highlight all of the high points of my face. I'm also taking this down the sides of my nose just to narrow my nose down. And I'm also highlighting the forehead, the bridge of my nose, and also my chin. Then I'm just taking that same sponge and just blending that in to my complexion. And then to get into all the little fine areas that the sponge can't reach, as always, I'm using my Sigma 3D HD Precision Brush. This is like my favourite brush in the whole world for concealer because it just makes life so easy. So I'm just using that on the sides of my nose and also on the little inner parts of my eye. And then I'm just going over my under eyes and a couple of other high points of my face with the Maybelline Age Rewind Concealer because this one is a little bit brighter and I just wanted to create a little bit more of a highlighted effect on these areas. And then to set that, I'm using the Soap & Glory Kick-Ass Powder and just using my sponge to bounce this into my skin to set all those areas and make sure that they don't move. Next, I'm going to be doing my eyebrows, and I'm just taking some concealer and just highlighting underneath my brow just to make it nice and clear how we are going to be filling them in. And then I am taking this, I think it's a Rimmel pencil. This is like the first pencil I ever used. I'm using a very light hand because this is so dark and I don't like my brows to be too dark anymore because they can be a little bit harsh. So I'm just using that through the brow and I'm just making sure to comb it through as I'm using it. Next, I'm going to be taking this Maybelline Lasting Drama Liner and just using the black shade and applying this into my waterline and also applying it underneath my lash line, and we are going to be sort of smudging this out and making it look very dramatic and smoky. I'm using a little bit of that bronzer and just applying some onto my brush and just using this to smudge the eyeliner and just to make sure that everything looks nice and smudgy. I also went ahead and did a little bit of a feline flick on the inner corner, but for some reason my camera cut it out, so you can go ahead and do that if you want to. I wanted to because I thought it just kind of tied the look together. Next, I'm going to be bronzing my skin, and I'm using the Revolution Baked Bronzer and just be applying this onto the sides of my forehead, underneath my cheekbones, and also on my jawline. And then I'm taking that same sleek contour kit that we used for our eyes and just use it to contour my cheeks a little bit. To highlight, I'm using the Kiko eyeshadow, but I'm just using this to highlight. This is apparently a dupe of Whisper of Guilt from MAC. I don't know, I never actually owned it, but it is a really nice, gorgeous gold colour. And then I'm just contouring my nose a little bit with that same sleek contour kit, just to narrow it down a little bit. To line my lips, I'm using a Kiko lip liner, and this is one of the retractable ones, and I wanted to go for a really simple lip, so I'm just lining my lips with this and also filling it in, and then I'm going to go over it with the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in London, and this just creates a really gorgeous beige matte nude that isn't too much, and all the focus will be on the eyes. So guys, that is the end of this tutorial. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that you enjoyed my product choices and all of the drugstore products that I chose. If you guys have any drugstore products that you love to use for a glam look like this, then comment down below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Thank you so much for joining me on my journey so far, and I can't wait to see you guys in the next one. Bye guys!